कुछ हीरोज लार्जर देन लाइफ होते हैं जिनकी स्पिरिट को किसी टाइटल या फिर शब्दों में बयां नहीं किया जा सकता है। ऐसी ही लार्जर देन लाइफ पर्सनालिटी के धनी थे द फ्लाइंग सिख पद्मश्री मिल्खा सिंह जी। उनकी इंस्पायरिंग लेगेसी को NFTs यानी कि नॉन फंजिबल टोकन्स के रूप में डिजिटली इमोर्टलाइज किया जा रहा है। आज मैं बात करने वाली हूं श्री मिल्खा सिंह जी के बेटे और इंडियन गोल्फ आइकन मिस्टर जीव मिल्खा सिंह जी से, जिन्होंने डिसेंट्रलाइज स्पोर्ट्स प्लेटफॉर्म ऑल्टिस के थ्रू मिल्खा सिंह जी के रेयर NFT कलेक्शन को 26 जनवरी 2022 को लॉन्च किया है। मिल्खा सिंह जी की लाइफ का आइकॉनिक मोमेंट से बने इस NFT कलेक्शन के बारे में वी आर गोइंग टू टॉक अबाउट, पर उससे पहले सर, वेलकम टू CryptoTv ऑफिशियल। It's an honor to have you over here, and let me tell you, my father is a really huge fan of yours. I'm so excited to have you on CryptoTv official. How are you?
Thank you for having me on your show. I'm excited too to be talking to you, and the background you come from. I'm very excited that you also come from the same background like I come from a sporting background. So one athlete talking to another athlete, I think it's going to be a good.
We are going to talk about NFTs जो launch हुई हैं 26 जनवरी को. But now let's just start this interview with you, sir. You were the first Indian to join the 1998 European Tour and approximately won like 4 tournaments. Tell us more about your journey and how it all started.
Yes, that is right. I was the first Indian player. And if I can explain a little bit how it all started, is because of my parents. I was introduced to the game of golf, lived very close to the golf course. After that, I was fortunate enough that I was able to make a living out of what I love doing, and that is playing golf. And my parents were very supportive. When I made that phone call to them, I was in college in America. In '93, I turned pro. And they said, yes, please do. 98, I joined the European tour. I was the first Indian. It was quite lonely out there because I had to take a visa for different countries, had to miss tournaments, missed my Indian food, had to get used to eating at different places, living out of a suitcase, sleeping on different beds. But, end of the day, I loved it. I was doing it because golf was my passion, my dream, my way to make a living. That's all I knew. And I think, like I mentioned earlier, I was very fortunate to have been introduced to the game, and I'm still making a living out of what I love doing.
From the world of sports, and now you're entering the immortal digital world. How did it all start? Idea, planning, कैसे हुआ launch और कैसे आया आपको ये great idea of launching Milkha Singh ji's NFTs?
This idea came about, I was sitting with my friends in Dubai. His name is Piyush, and a friend of mine, Abhishek, and he says, Piyush is the right guy. He has a lot of idea. I had no idea about NFTs, still don't, but I'm trying to learn. Like they say, you learn something new every day.
Absolutely.
Piyush got us introduced to AtiusDAO, amazing team. And with them, they got us introduced to Polygon. They got them on board also. So after that, we said, let's go ahead and do something for my father's legacy to live on. I said, so all of us got together. We came up with the plan and we launched it on the 26th of January. And the reason behind that is that my father was not only a father to me, but my best friend. He shared so much. He treated me like a friend after a certain age, explained a lot of things to me, taught me how to be disciplined, taught me to be hardworking, to be sincere in what I do in my life, to become a good human being, to become a successful athlete. So I said, the man had values. One side, okay, he's my father, where every father does everything for his children, and the other side, a friend who's guiding me and telling me what to do in life. So it was a perfect combination where I said, you know what? I need to do something where I need to share and keep his legacy alive with the world. And that's how this idea came about. And I just felt that because he was a man who always gave so much to everybody, he treated everybody with respect. He was a humble human being. He was larger than life.
Absolutely.
So I said, you know what? We shouldn't forget him. And the best way in today's day and age was to be launching an NFT on him.
Absolutely.
And what we want to do with that is we run a charitable fund. X amount of money is going to go into the charitable fund where we can help the upcoming athletes in our country, people who need life-saving drugs in different hospitals in Chandigarh. Extra, we can contribute in certain other ways. So I said, that's the main reason behind it, and that's how it all came about.
Sir, if I'm not mistaken, so around 1,000 NFTs were airdropped for free, and physical NFTs such as playing golf with you was also offered to all the fans. And most importantly, the very famous Milkha Singh ji's blazer is part of Super Air NFT, which I think is absolutely fantastic. Tell us about your favorite memory, which was not so easy to let go. I'm sure you must have traveled down the memory lane.
To be honest, it was a very emotional process to live all the moments again. Because with every photograph, he had a story to tell. And when we were going through the photographs, sitting with my sisters, all the memories were coming back, and it was very emotional for all of us. But we said, we obviously are hurting right now. It's a journey where we have to find peace in our own manner. I think a lot of people can say a lot of things, but I think every human being goes through his own journey. But the photograph which always stood out to me, and I was really interested because I'm an athlete myself, was the photograph of three of them, the three legends, I would say. Dhyan Chand ji, Dara Singh ji, and Dad. This was taken in Delhi, I would say in the 1960s. And I asked Dad, I said, Dad, this photograph, you guys are the legends of India's sporting history. I said, Dad, when did this happen? He said, we were at dinner and three of us were there and they were honoring us and somebody took this photograph. And I said, Dhyan Chand ji, then he explained to me, he said, Dhyan Chand ji was a person, when he used to play Hitler, they were playing against Germany. India.
Yeah.
And they said, inki hockey check karao, because inki hockey में कुछ glue लगी है या कोई magnet लगा है, ये सिर्फ ball इनकी hockey से दूर होती नहीं है, and he goes straight towards the goalkeeper और goal कर देते हैं. This was one thing he told me about Dhyan Chand ji, and he also mentioned, encouraging me in a way, telling me that hard work always pays off. He says they used to be, I remember when he used to train, एक छोटा सा टायर करते थे, वो उनका गोल होता था, गोल पोस्ट होती थी. He used to dribble और कहते थे, मिल्खा मैं इस बॉल को इस टायर के थ्रू निकालूंगा, ये मेरा गोल पोस्ट है. So what he's basically done, a target which is as big as a goal post, he's narrowed it down to a tire. ट्रक का टायर होता था और उसमें basically 3 by 3 feet का width है, compared to 10 by 8 feet. जो goal post होता है. So basically, he was narrowing down his target and practicing that way so that when he got into a normal tournament, he had no problem dribbling and making sure that he can go to the goal post and post में आराम से ball goal कर सकते हैं. That was amazing story. That encouraged me. I said, yes, you need to work hard. Then story about Dara Singh ji, that he came from a background where, he used to get us there. He used to he used to fight maybe 4 or 5 fights in Punjab, and he was tired, and somebody else used to come from the same area and said, Daraji aajo, let's have another fight. He was tired, but he still had that fire in him to take that person on and defeat him. So these kind of stories gave me goosebumps. They encouraged me. They basically motivated me कि भी if हम कुछ करो तो कुछ ऐसा different करो कि you're outstanding, कि दुनिया recognize करे आपको. And that's what I loved about this photograph, because it means a lot to me and it's very close to my heart.
So, sir, where do you see NFT's future when it comes to Indian digital space? Do you think it has a scope to grow?
I think the future is bright because everything is AI in today's day and age, social media, because all these young kids, when I was growing up, we didn't have all this. Nowadays, they have it. And they're up to date with whatever is launched or whatever is happening in the world, sitting in any corner of the world. So I think NFT is the right way to go about it. It's just a click away, and you can live the memories. Absolutely. You can be with times, and you can get a full story on what has happened and know the history behind it. So my personal view, from what I've learned, I think NFT is the best and the most efficient way to go about things in the world today.
So now we are going to make this interview a little fun, and we are going to have this segment called the Rapid Fire, because I'm sure that lots of them who are watching us right now on CryptoTv Official would want to know your favorite cheat meal.
My favorite cheat meal would be lunch.
And what do you like? What do you like to eat?
I basically sometimes go for sandwiches for lunch, and just because I'm on the golf course, I'm anyway going to miss lunch.
So I'll just go with healthy option है. मुझे लगा आप बोलेंगे पराठे, छोले भटूरे, butter chicken.
No, that paranthas normally in the morning for breakfast, and then every Sunday I have chana bhatura for lunch. So that every Sunday, that's the routine, because mom did it and we still follow it. So I do it every Sunday whenever I'm in India. But when I'm traveling, obviously I don't get that. So the luxuries of staying at home are different than when you're on the road. So when I'm at home, that's what I do on Sundays.
Your favorite Hollywood and Bollywood movie?
My favorite, if you talk about Hollywood, would be The Fugitive, Harrison Ford's movie. It was fantastic. I'm a movie buff. If people talk about different athletes all over the world and tournaments, I don't have too much knowledge. I have more knowledge about Bollywood and Hollywood.
That's fantastic.
I love watching movies. I switch off whenever I play a round of golf. I remember when I was on tour, that time to Netflix hota nahi tha, Hotstar, Prime was not there. I used to carry a DVD player and all the plugs, and I used to plug it onto a television, and I used to make sure मैं उस कमरे में जाऊं where the hotel had the television where I could use my DVD player, and I used to carry all the movies and I used to watch them again and again. Hindi ki hoye, English ki hoye. So I'm basically that's the way I switch off. So my favorite Hollywood movie was The Fugitive, Harrison Ford's, and Bollywood. I think Dad's movie, Bhag Milkha Bhag, was very emotional. It was a fantastic movie, the way it was made. I think the whole team did an excellent job.
Your all-time favorite song?
The music that keeps me going is the movie of Rocky, the movie Rocky, that Sylvester Stallone's
Yeah.
the boxing movie. That song is the song that gets me going. And also another song which was amazing for Chak De India.
Sir, are you talking about that song from Chak De India? Maula mere lele meri jaan.
Maula Meri Jaan. That's right.
I've done my research pretty good, sir. अगर आप golf player नहीं होते तो आपका profession क्या होता?
I wasn't a golf player. I would have become, like, coming from the background I came from, would have obviously doctor bano, civil services join karo, engineer bano, the normal talk we have at home. I would have been one of them.
Sir, जाते जाते, I would really want to ask you a message to all the viewers out there who are watching Crypto TV right now.
My message to the youth would be, have a routine, work hard, be sincere in whatever you do in life. These three pillars will equal to belief. And when you have belief in whatever you do, success is always there for you. It could be anything in life. You could be an athlete, you could be a doctor, you could be a banker, but you've got to do these three things. And then it all adds up to belief. And when that happens, I think you're a successful human being, you're self-made, you are happy when you have achievements, and you respect them. And that is very important in life, because what happens is, and do what you love doing and make a living out of it. You shouldn't feel bored after 5 or 10 years that, oh, I need to do something else now. But when you do something with passion, and when you do it with the right determination, and you love doing it, and you're still excited when you wake up in the morning and you're nervous about doing it, that means you're in the right space and you'll never be bored of what you're doing in life.
Thank you so much. It was lovely having you on Crypto TV Official. I'm sure कि आपने भी उतना ही मज़ा किया होगा जितना मैंने मज़ा किया है. And it was an honor to interview you. I've learned so much today about life, about discipline, and there is so much to look forward to. Thank you really very, very much.